GMOG Sports TV back with another one. I want y'all to really pay close attention. I'm gonna break this down. Y'all know I go in on the LDBC, PBC, and Al Haymon fanboys because I was a former advocate and supporter of the Al Haymon PBC model, simply because he's black. But if you peel the layers back, you understand that he is. See, the LDBC are propping up Al Haymon to something that he's not. He's not about black empowerment. He's not about protecting black fighters. The only thing he cares about is green. That is it. All right. So I'm gonna expose. Actually, I hate using that term. The word exposed is so cliche. I'm just going to present to you empirical data that you can look for yourself. All right. So, Exhibit A. Now I don't have my laptop. I don't have my, I'm not gonna show you my laptop. I'm on my phone right now. But I'm gonna show you Exhibit A, all right? Here you go. All right? This is the face of the PBC. It's not Al Haymon. Yeah, they say Al Haymon is the face of the PBC, but no. This guy is responsible for PBC's existence. Okay? White guy, as you can see. All right. This guy, I'm going to give you some background on this guy. So, Ryan Caldwell, he used to work with a hedge fund investment firm called Waddell and Reed. All right. Waddell and Reed, where he was he basically was a partner with Waddell and Reed. He invested hundreds of millions of dollars to upstart the PBC. All right. Ryan Caldwell. Now, remember, this guy's white. All right. Once again, this guy's white. See that? All right. He invested millions and millions and millions of dollars to the PBC to upstart the company. Remember, he's white. Waddell and Reed, the hedge fund investment firm, was co-founded by two white guys. So that's three white people, you know? And the reason why I'm bringing race into this because the LDBC love to prop up, oh, you're hating on a black-owned business. Oh, you're clout chasing because Al Haymon's making a lot of money. First of all, Al Haymon is using other people's money. All right. Al Haymon, again, does not care or does not illustrate because, of course, he's a faceless guy. You know, he doesn't make public appearances. He doesn't do interviews. He doesn't do anything. He is the real life boxing Kaiser Sose. And so he's just a front guy, a fall guy, right? This guy here is the guy that invested millions of dollars. And I'm going to show you Exhibit B in a few. I'll get to that later. But Al Haymon, it's not about, like I said, black empowerment, protecting black fighters. All he cares about is making sure that he makes as much money off of his fighters by making sure his fighters sign a 360 deal. Right? And of course, it's public record because of the fact that Al Haymon and the PBC were sued by Bob Arum and Golden Boy Promotions. And that lawsuit, which was made public, was one of Al Haymon's contracts. You can Google it yourself. All right? If you read the contract, Al Haymon takes a piece of everything the fighter does. Their purse, their training camp, public appearances, endorsements, commercials, anything and everything. Al Haymon takes a percentage off the fighters that he signs to PBC. That's a 360 deal. All right? It's inevitable. And not only that, it's a type of contract it's extremely hard to get out of. Extremely hard. Not impossible, but extremely hard. You know, there are fighters like Mikey Garcia who is signing with DAZN. Manny Pacquiao, who signed with PBC, his contract ends, I believe, next year. So he has the opportunity to sign somewhere else, right? But at the end of the day, these guys are getting railroaded, if that's the word. Just completely overhauled, I should say, by Al Haymon with those 360 deal percentages that he takes off of everything the boxer or the fighter makes, which is just, I mean, what do you call that, man? Right? What do you call that? Just the music industry. He came from the music industry, so he understands, signing contracts and stuff like that. But he will make a percentage off of everything the fighter does. All right? And again, he's using other people's monies who he took money from a white guy. Started by a company from two white guys. All right? Waddell and Reed, an investment firm. All right? And this guy, Ryan Caldwell, who invested millions of dollars with the PBC, he started his own investment firm. Okay? It's called Sharon Management. So not only this guy, Ryan Caldwell, invested millions of dollars, but he actually sued, or there is a lawsuit against Al Haymon and the PBC from 2016. A lawsuit for $925 million filed over investments with PBC shady entrepreneur Al Haymon. Look it up yourself. This is from Bloody Elbow, and this article is from 2016. I have not found this. Obviously, this litigation is still ongoing. PBC is still operating, right? But you have to wonder, right? If this guy is suing $925 million, this is Ryan Caldwell, the guy who invested millions of dollars of his own money to upstart PBC. He's suing $925 million, which is still ongoing. How in the world is Al Haymon and the PBC, Sam Watson, Tim Smith, all these guys, right, who help operate the PBC, how in the world are these guys able to pay these fighters, right, so much money? But I wouldn't say so much. It's not as high as the Zone, right, stuff like that. But they're still paying them millions of dollars. Where is his money coming from? Especially guys like Deontay Wilder, where, when you invest in Deontay Wilder for a fight, yeah, he'll knock somebody out, but you're going to take a loss financially investing money with Deontay Wilder. Showtime knows that. So does Fox. But Fox has the infrastructure to take a hit, to take a loss by investing up money up front with Deontay Wilder fights. Showtime does not, right? Remember, they said it doesn't make financial sense to invest in a rematch of Luis Ortiz and Deontay Wilder, right? That's what they said. Steven Espinosa. Fox has more money. Fox has more, they have more money invested in terms of their own network, which is, and Fox, of course, is, and all you so-called pro-black LDBC guys, how do you explain the partnership with Fox and PBC if Al Haymon's so pro-black and so about black empowerment and all that stuff? How do you explain a network partnership with Fox? How do you explain that? And we all know the history of Fox, founded by Robert Murdoch, who founded Fox. Look up the history of him, right? And Donald Trump, right? Look up the history of those guys. That completely contradicts the agenda and the belief you guys spread out, this false narrative about LDBC and PBC and protecting black fighters and this and that and the third. Completely contradicts your statement. So explain that and make that make sense. But yeah, going back to Ryan Caldwell, who is really the face of PBC. He invested millions of dollars and he's suing Al Haymon and the PBC for $925 million from 2016. An investigation is still ongoing. All this information you look up yourself is simply Googling information. That's empirical data. Right? And, this is something I didn't know about. When I was a staunch Al Haymon PBC supporter, I was like, yo, he has so many great black fighters and, all this, that, and the third. And I was just enamored and I loved it. But I didn't peel back the layers and understand this guy is just a front guy. He's a fall guy. Al Haymon is just a fall guy and a puppet controlled by a white-owned investment firm. And a white guy named Ryan Caldwell invested millions and millions of dollars to front the PBC. Right? So anytime I post a picture of Al Haymon, right? When I post a picture of Al Haymon, it's gonna be this picture. And that's the thumbnail that you guys see. Right here. This guy right here. Alright? A bald white guy founded the PBC. How do you explain that, LDBC? How do you explain that? Make that make sense. Huh? You know what I'm saying? So, listen, man. I like this channel, my channel. I'm all about an objective perspective. I don't have no agendas. I don't push no agendas. I don't push no false narratives. You know, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'm all about presenting facts and with empirical data. You know, I always talk about facts, logic, and common sense. And I don't push no false narratives. At least I don't try to. That's not my goal. My goal is to present. My goal is to present facts backed up with empirical data, which I just showed you. Right? That's the goal. So, like I said, Al Haymon is not who you think you guys know he is. He's not the guy that you want him to be. He's not. There's a reason why he's never made a public appearance for over 10 years. Right? And the last video you saw of him recently was the Pacquiao-Mayweather match back in 2015 where he hugged Mayweather in the dressing room. That video. Where is that video at? I remember seeing that video, but that video's gone. It's probably out somewhere. Probably, I haven't seen it on YouTube, but it's probably out somewhere. Buried. But there's a reason why this guy doesn't make any public appearances and does interviews and stuff like that. There's a reason for it. He's the fall guy. You know? So, the fall guy / face of PBC, but he's not the face of PBC. Ryan Caldwell is the face of PBC. He owns PBC. He funded the PBC. Those are just facts. All right? So, GMOGSportsTV. Like I said, if you're new, please subscribe. You already know what it is. Happy holidays, everybody. Till next time, signing out. Peace.